Yeah, see whether she turns up late or not. So tonight you're going to need a block.
Block.
Yeah, at the very least. Okay, I see. We're going to put off the president's hip. I'm going to block with you. It's hip night tonight. So come into my all the way down on your back. Just go. Taking the first few minutes just to settle in. The back of the you're going to bend your knees. That's it. I'm just going to try and meet you guys. Take the first few minutes and just settle into the breath. Notice how the body is feeling on the mat. Noticing perhaps which parts of the foot are in contact. Noticing whether you've rolled slightly onto the outside blade. Perhaps just moving a little bit from one side to the other of the foot. Becoming aware of the arches of the contact points. Starting to notice your breath. Starting to notice whether you're breathing into the chest or into the belly. Seeing if you can slowly start to find a bit more expansion, starting to fill the chest higher, really inflate the belly. And in your next inhale, very gently, we're going to start to pick up the left knee, squeezing it in towards the left shoulder, pointing the left toe. Just encouraging a gentle opening of the hip here. So instead of hugging the knee straight to the chest, really try and open it out towards the left shoulder. And then gently, we're going to bring the right hand onto the right hip. Slide the left hand to take the inner blade of the left foot. And gently lift the foot towards the ceiling, keeping that knee where it was towards the armpit. So we're finding a half baby, really bending the left knee down, trying to push the left knee as if you're pushing it to the ground alongside the body. Keeping the right hand on the hip and making sure the right hip doesn't leave the ground. You want to bend your knee a bit more. There you go. Good. Good. With your next inhale, slowly start to straighten the left leg, just to wherever it will come. And then as you exhale, bend it back down. One more time, inhaling to straighten. Exhaling to bend. And this time I want you to imagine you are going to straighten the leg up, but I want you to press the hand down into the foot. So you've got a bit of a push and a pull going on here. So imagine the foot was pressing up towards the ceiling and the hand was pulling it back down. Taking one more full breath cycle in. And exhale out, release. Good. Slowly release your grasp with the left foot and draw the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Encouraging that left knee to fall out. And then gently lift the right toes off the mat, so you're coming onto the right heel. Start to draw the right knee in towards the body. Keep pressing the left knee away, keep drawing the right knee closer. Keeping both feet dorsally flexed, toes pulling back. Take one more deep breath cycle in. And slowly as you exhale, allow the right foot to come down towards the ground. Good. Bringing the arms into a cactus shape alongside the body, so elbows about shoulder height. I'd like you to shift the hips to the left side and then roll onto your right hip, keeping the knee bent, the right knee bent, so the left foot comes down onto the ground. If the left foot doesn't quite reach the ground, by all means bring it onto a block instead. But make sure the left knee keeps pulling out away from you. Taking 2 more long breath cycles here. As you inhale, gently roll onto your back. Bring the hands down by the side of the body, the palms facing down. Draw the rib cage in, so we're keeping that left ankle crossed over the right thigh. Draw the right heel towards you. And then gently we're going to bridge our way up, keeping the left knee opening. So we're just on the right foot, lifting the hips high, keeping the rib cage tucked, left knee drop down with gravity. Taking one more deep breath cycle in. Exhale, release yourself all the way down. And release the left foot. Good, swapping sides. So bringing the right foot in towards the chest. And then draw the right knee over towards the right shoulder. And hugging that knee in as tightly as you can towards the right side. And with your next exhale, release, bring the left hand onto the left hip. Right hand takes the inside of the foot. And gently lift the foot towards the ceiling, finding a half happy baby on the other side. Encouraging that knee to really bend and press the foot down towards the ground. And then as you inhale, gently start to straighten the leg. And as you exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. And then this time, press the foot up and pull the hand down, about 50% of your maximum, so you're not really trying to push your foot away. Take one more breath cycle in. Exhale, release the pressure, pull the knee down to the right side. Good, and then release your grasp of the foot, bring the right ankle over the left thigh. Lifting up the left toes. Choosing whether that's enough sensation for you, or maybe pick up the left leg, take the hands behind the thigh. Maybe use the right elbow to try and push the right knee out. Taking 2 more breath cycles, keep squeezing that left knee in. And then gently release and plot the left foot down. Open the arms into that cactus shape. Shift the hips across to the right side and then drop the right foot over to the left. Again, if the foot doesn't make it all the way down to the ground, that's fine. Just bring it onto a block or something. Really encouraging that right knee away from you. And noticing if the hip wants to lift to do that, and try and ground the right hip back down. Some people feel this in the thigh, some people feel this in the IT band or on the outside, some people in the glute. There's no real right or wrong place. If you start to feel any pain in the knee at any point tonight, obviously just stop what you're practicing and wave at me so I can amend it. Your next inhale, gently roll onto your back. Bring the hands down by your side, draw the left heel close towards the body. Press down with the hands, draw the ribcage in, brace the abdominals, and gently lift the hips up. To find that one-legged bridge on the other side, encouraging that right knee to drop down. Keep trying to lift the hips as high as you can. Taking one more breath in. Exhale, release all the way down. Good, release, hug both knees in towards the chest normally. And invite some movement, rocking left and right. Slowly start to roll up and down along the spine. Coming to a seated position, we're going to do one more yin style posture. You're going to need your block tray, I have no idea. Oh, it's actually my laptop. Right. Okay, we're going to find ourselves into Malasana yogi squat. So, you're going to walk the feet wide apart. For most of us, we're going to need a block to sit on. So find yourself somewhere that you can sit. If you need to, by all means, grab a cushion and bring it on top. But finding yourself into Malasana, bringing the hands together and just gently pushing the elbows out so you're pressing the knees open. Mat, try and make it supported. In yin, you really don't want to be holding your body weight. Or cushion. Okay. Repress the elbows out, open up the chest, open up the collarbones. And you're welcome to close down the eyes. I'm going to buy you a block. Take 2 more breath cycles. Notice if you're starting to round into the spine and try and find more height. And gently lift yourself up enough to remove the block out from underneath you. If you're comfortable down here, I want you to press and lift up a little bit and then just shift the weight a little bit, rocking left and right. Start to open up the hips a little bit, maybe start to twist the knees forward and back. Okay, I want you to take a hold of the ankles. We're going to start to straighten the legs, kind of a halfway squat. And then we're going to do a cat-cow from here. Stop to the side so you can see. So we're going to inhale, push the bum back, lift the chest up. As you exhale, pull back, pull against the hands around the spine. Inhale, hips go low, belly lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, hips go low, lift the gaze. Exhale, round back. Good, kind of come to a neutral position. Try and find a long back, so really try and push the hips back. And then just move a little bit left to right. Good. Allow the hips to come all the way back down into your Balasana. Hands come together. And then as you inhale, we're going to straighten the legs, reach the arms, come all the way up to standing. And then as you exhale, sink all the way back down. Inhaling, lift up to standing. Exhale, sinking all the way back down. One more time. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhaling, sink all the way back down. Good. This time, bringing the hands down in front of you. Shift the weight forward into the hands, step the feet back. And drop down onto the knees so you find your way into your first tabletop. Good. Okay. We're just going to invite some movement into the hips, left to right. So just allowing yourself to shift the whole body over to the left, over to the right. Moving at any pace that feels natural for you. Good, and then coming to find stillness. You're going to tuck the right toe underneath. Come onto the top of the left foot and press down with the left foot. So you've got some engagement already going on through that left leg. Open the right hip out to the right side. Good, and then drop the right knee down. So keeping the knee bent. Inhale, exhale, open the knee out. And bring the knee back down. Open the knee out, hold. This time point the toe. And yawn the hip open as if you're going to drop the right foot behind you. Good, come onto the right fingertips. You've got a bit more space to play with. And then drop the right foot back. Go on that, it will go. There we go, good, okay. Pick up the right hand, push the hips forward. Taking a baby wild thing. Good, and then I'd like you to slowly pick up the right leg. Straighten it out, reach the right arm overhead. So pulling the two away from each other. Nice, Paris. Drop the right foot down. Bring the right hand down. Walk the hands around in front of you so they're coming towards the long edge of the mat. So we're going to find ourselves in a half frog here, coming down onto the elbows. Really stretching into that inner thigh, into the groin. Making sure the quad stays lifted, so we're still lifting up the kneecap. Maybe see if you can slide the right foot out a little bit further. One more breath cycle. Slowly start to come up onto the hands. Draw the right foot in a little bit if you've gone quite wide out with it. Good. Pivot round on the left foot, on the left knee rather. Walk the hands back towards the front. Pivot around onto the ball of the right foot. Good, so we should be facing back to the front of the mat. Good. Pull the left toes over to the right side. Shuffle the right leg back behind, so find your way into a pigeon. Come down, elbows underneath shoulders. Good, making sure the hips are level. And if you feel that you're like I'm not feeling a huge amount of sensation now, you're always welcome to pull the toes back, draw the leg further forward and roll back over on top of that front leg. Nice, Matt. Drop the right hip down a bit more. Yep, there you go. You okay, Alex? Cramp. Ow, sorry. Okay, take one more breath cycle. You're going to tuck the right toes underneath. Start to walk the hands back towards you. Lift up the right knee. Drop down onto the inside of the foot. Okay. Option 1, raise up the right arm, stay here, push the hips forward. Option 2, press down through the bottom hand, straighten the leg out towards you. Good. Okay, we've all found our way into a rock star. Pull the bottom leg back towards you, so you pull the left hip underneath, and then lift up the left leg. Good, drop the leg down, and lift it back up. Drop the leg down, one more time, lift it up and hold. Lift it as high as you can. Bend the knee. Bring the right hand down, bring the left foot back. Drop down, tabletop. Good. So we get to swap sides, like yes. I'm going to turn around so you get that on my back to you. So tucking the left toe underneath, pressing down the top of the right foot. As you inhale, open the left leg out to the side. As you exhale, bring the left knee back down. Inhale, open the left leg out. Inhale down. Exhale, open it out and hold. Inhale, point the toe. Yawn the hip open. And then come onto the left fingertips this time, find more space. And then drop the foot behind you. The left arm reaches up, push the hips forward, baby wildling, gaze follows the hand back. Good. Inhale, come slightly forward. Reach the arm up, straighten the left leg out, and then reach the left hand over the top of your head. Pull the hand and the foot away. And then drop the left foot down. Just pivot round on the right knee. Left hand goes down. Walk the hands around. So again, we're finding our way into this half frog, coming down onto the elbows. If you start to notice that you are able to slide your foot, I can over here and show you, further away, you'll start to notice that the hips are no longer stacked. If you're in this position, bring the right foot out so the toes point out to the right side. Just helps keep the knee safe now that it's not stacked underneath the hip. Sorry, I should have been on the other side. Take 2 more breath cycles. Keeping that straight leg engaged. And then slowly start to bring yourself up. If you've sent the leg away, draw it up in so that hip and knee are in line. Good. Pivot back round on the right knee. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Walk the hands back towards the front. And this time bring the right foot across to the left side. Slide the left foot back. Find your way into a half pigeon on the other side. Elbows under shoulders. Making sure to keep dropping that left hip lower. Two more breath cycles. Slowly tap the back toe underneath. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Lift up the back knee. Bring the right hand slightly more into the middle of the mat. And again, option 1, open up the top hand. Try and push the hips as if you were twisting them around. Come onto the inside of the foot. Option 2, shoot the leg all the way out, find your way into rock star or fallen star, all sorts of different things. Good. Okay, now pull the right hip underneath. Lift up the leg. Exhale, lower the foot. I'm trying to flip flops are filthy, excuse me. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale it down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, go as high as you can, hold. Bend the knee. Plant the hand. Step the foot back, high plank. Good. And move through your first chaturanga. So choosing to drop the knees or choosing to keep them up to you, but lowering all the way down, elbows hugging. Coming onto the top of the feet, roll the shoulders back. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, lower yourself down. Good. Bend both knees out wide. Okay. Plant the feet down, turn the toes out. Push up with the hands. We're going to come into a full frog. So if your knees have come off your mat and you're not blessed to have carpet, I would suggest, like I'm about to do, turn around, because otherwise your knees are going to be hurting. Otherwise, come down onto the elbows, keeping the hips stacked over or in line with the knees. So don't send them too far forward and don't push them too far back. Try and keep them over the knees. Matt, I'd probably suggest bring the foot a bit where you've got the feet just sticking out, bring the feet out wider. Yeah, it's better. Hence the frog pose. You know, like those ones that people used to just like flip back on, make them bounce. I hope someone else gets that reference. I'm not the only one, no 90s child that had plastic frogs. Take 2 more breath cycles. Good. Slowly shift your weight forward slightly. Enough that you can pick up the feet. Bring the toes together. Push back into a child's pose. Extend the arms out in front of you. Push the hips all the way back. Good. Take 1 more breath cycle. And very slowly from here, start to lift yourself up, rounding into the back, keeping the feet together. Tuck the toes. We're going to push back into a downward dog with the feet together. Bending the knees, sending the hips high. Then I'd like you to cross your left foot over the right and push the hips back again. Maybe see if you can straighten the right heel down. Good. And then slowly swap over. Release the left foot, swap the right foot over the left. Try and straighten the left leg down. Good. Bring the right foot back. Walk the feet back to a normal downward dog width. Good. Okay. As you inhale, start to shift the weight forward into a plank. Drop down onto the knees. Lower through a chaturanga. Inhale to take a normal upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Push back, downward dog, making sure the spine leads, not the bum. Good. Okay, from here, I would like you to pick up your left leg out to the side. High up as you can get it and confined by a wall. Good. And then bend the knee. Yawn the hip open. Inhale, square the hip. And bring the left ankle over the right thigh. Push the hips back. We're coming into that figure four shape in a downward dog. Good. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Drop the left knee down. Good. Come onto the inside of the right foot. Left hand moves to center, open the right arm up. Good. It's a bit of a challenge for the balance. Try and squeeze the hips forward. So we're still trying to open up into that left hip. One more breath in. Exhale, gaze goes down. Right hand goes down. Pivot back onto the ball of the right foot. Okay. In an ideal world, from here, you would push back into a downward dog, shift your weight into your right hand, come onto the outside blade, and find a side plank. If that is not happening for you, step the left foot down. That's where we're going eventually anyway. So take the variation that works for you, either keeping the figure four or stepping the left foot in front. Okay, step the left foot down. Drop the hips down onto the mat. Bring the hand towards the back. Good. As you inhale, push down, lift the hips, reach the arm up over the head. Take a side rainbow. Exhale, bring the hips down, hand goes to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift up and over. Exhale, come down. Good. Okay. From here, sorry, I hate that I'm looking away from you. I can still see you. You're going to shift your weight forward into that left foot. Bring the left hand in front of you to help with the balance. We're going to pick up the right leg. Use the adductors. Exhale, lower the leg down. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale it down. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale it down. Good. Push back down with the right hand. Push down with the outside of the right leg. Lift the hips. Turn onto the ball of both feet. So they're going to be quite short starts. Walk the hands back to frame the front leg. Good. Inhale, take a deep breath in, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, find length. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift, find length. Exhale to try and fold. Good. Gaze forward, bring the hands further forward. Shift your weight into the front leg. Pick the right leg up, bring it out to the side. Step it down. And then pick the right leg up, out to the side, and put it back. Inhale, pick the leg up, out to the right, bring it down. Inhale, up, out, and back. One more time. Inhale, up and out to the side, hold. And bring it down. Inhale, up and behind. Hold it up behind you. And then bend the right knee into the back of the left knee. So we're taking a bit of a cobbler squat. Inhale, straighten the right leg up. Exhale, bend the right knee into the back of the left knee. Inhale, straighten it up. Exhale, bend the right knee into left knee. Come to sit all the way down. So keep the right knee going behind the left. Yes, he's down. Good. Okay. Okay. So you should find yourself, hopefully, something like this. If the bottom knee isn't cooperating, straighten it out. If it's okay and you're sat here, make sure you're not sitting on that left foot. Right foot. I get confused. If you're okay here, you're welcome to take a hold of the top ankle, slide the foot. The knees likely won't align. Bring the hands in front, slide the knees over each other and come to sit back down. Okay. Bring the hands behind you, press the chest forward. If the hip lifts slightly, it's okay. If the hip is like completely off and struggling to balance to go forward, you're leaning over to the right side, bring a prop underneath your right butt cheek. It will help your left drop. Keep trying to send the chest forward. For a lot of people, rotating this way is far more intense than trying to externally rotate. And just allow yourself to observe. Take one more deep breath cycle in. Inhale, lift yourself up. Okay, if you came onto the top of the foot, plant the foot back down. Bring the hands down by the side of the body. Push down. Stand up. Good. Untwizzle yourself. So turn to the right. You're going to end up facing the back of the mat. That's where I want you. Your feet should be quite wide apart. So you're going to face the back of your mat. That's it. Okay. Take a hold of the big toes with the yogi toe grip. So first 2 fingers. Inhale, find length. Pull the crown of the head forward. Exhale, bend belly down towards the thighs. Really hold onto the big toes. Bring the thumbs in front of the big toe to make sure that you're keeping your weight forward in the feet so the heels are almost weightless. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to sink back down into that Balasana squat. Hold onto the toes. Exhale, straighten the legs, hips go up, keep the belly down. Good. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, lift the chest. This time, keep the belly against the thighs. Only straighten the legs as long as you can, keeping the belly in between the legs. Good. So standing up now, keeping the belly glued to the thighs. There we go. And then exhale, sink back down. One more time, belly glued to thighs, straighten the legs. Good. Get rid of the yogi toe grip. Bring the hands behind and take hold of each hand behind the thighs. If you can, you're welcome to bring across and grab a hold of opposite elbow, but keep the belly off the thigh. Good, and then see if you can start to straighten the legs a bit more. Take one more deep breath cycle in. Exhale, release the hands down. Walk, step, or jump the feet to the back of the mat. Always what is your front of the mat. Good. Take a vinyasa, dropping the knees or staying up. Finding upward dog or low cobra. And then exhaling to touch the toes, push back, find a downward facing dog. Good, and lucky us, we get 2 sides, we get to swap. So raise the right leg out to the right side. Good. Bend the knee, yaw the hip open. Inhale, square the hip. Bring the right foot across the left thigh above the knee, push the hips back. So you're finding that awkward downward facing dog again. Good. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Drop the right knee down in the middle of the mat. Move the right hand to the middle. Come onto the inside blade of the left foot. Lift the left arm up. So you're finding that awkward balancing figure 4. And try and push the hips forward so we're still opening into that right hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left hand goes down. Pivot onto the ball of the left foot and then roll onto the outer blade of the left foot. Start to push with the left hand, your choice. Finding side plank or dropping the right foot down to find a supported variation. Up to you. Take 2 more breath cycles. Exhale, step the right foot down, drop the hips, hand goes down. Good. Try and stay on the left hip. Okay. Fingers reach towards the back foot, making sure the toes still pull towards you. Lift up, hips up sideways. Really use the obliques. Push up, 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 up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push down, lift up, arms sweeps overhead, hips go as high as they can, rainbow arc. Exhale, come down. Last time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Good. Bring the right hand in front of you to remind you to keep your weight forward on that hip. Temptation here is to roll back and then we use a different muscle group entirely. So maybe step the right foot further forward if you need to. Make sure you're on the left hip. And then try and pick up the left leg. and drop it down. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale it down. One more time. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale it down. Good. Push down with the right foot. Push down with the outer blade of the left. Lift the hips back up. Bring your right hand down. Ball of both feet. Walk the hands back to frame that front foot. Good. Inhale, find length. Exhale to fold. Inhale to find length. Exhale to fold. Inhale to find length. Exhale to fold. Inhale, find length, bring the hands further forward, shift the weight forward, pick up the back leg. And then bring the left leg all the way out to the left side and alongside the right foot. Good. And then bring it back up, out to the side, bring it behind, step the foot back. Pick up the left leg, bring it out to the side and close the hip, left foot matches right. Pick the left foot up, bring it back behind, step it back. Last time, inhale, pick it up and out, hold, and bring it down. Inhale, pick it up, bring it all the way out and back. Good. Okay, shift the weight forward, pick up the left leg, hold. And then exhale, bend the left knee into the back of the right knee. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend. Left knee all the way down. Come to sit. So you should still be facing the back of the mat. Or that kind of era. Okay. Take the variation that works for you. Notice each hip, will feel different. So if you need to keep the foot down this time, if you need to straighten the bottom leg, or if you're okay to stack the knees, by all means do so, making sure to bring the hands out in front so you can slide the knees over each other. Making sure we're not sat on that left foot, the hip is open to fall down. Hands come behind, lead the chest forward, find a long back. Always noticing the temptation to lead with the chin and try and tuck the chin back down. Good. Long neck, long back. One more breath cycle. Good. Slowly lift yourself up. Come back and plant the right foot down. Bring the hands down, stand up. This time turn to the left, so you should be facing the front of the mat. Good. Take a deep breath in, hands halfway up the shins, find length. Exhale, bend the knees, fold belly down to thighs. Really hang, the feet are quite wide. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, really hang down. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, gorilla kind of squat. Good. Good, and then plant the hands down. Step or jump the feet to the back of the mat. Take a deep breath in, lower through chaturanga. Inhaling to upward dog or low cobra. Exhaling, tucking the toes, push back. Make sure we're not leaning back with your glutes. Raise the belly, up and back. Good. Drawing rib cage in underneath. And then wrapping the shoulders out away from the ears. Matt, can you put a bit of more pressure through your left hand? Yes. Take a deep breath in. Slowly as you exhale, start to walk the feet forward towards the hands. Good. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, bend the knees to fold. Inhale, sweep and reach the arms, come all the way up to the standing. Exhale, release the hands down by your side. We've not done a single high lunge or warrior two, and we're like 45 minutes in. I'm quite proud of myself. Okay, find your way into a tree pose. So you're going to shift your weight onto your left leg and draw the right foot up. And if your balance doesn't work for you today, this is your tree pose. Makes no difference to me. Or it's below or above the knee. Try not to use your hand. Get into the habit of using the strength that you have to get the foot to where you want it to be. You have to earn it. If it goes above the knee, you have to earn it with strength, not just grabbing it and dragging it up. And then I want you to find contact. So first start with the bottom foot, pull the toes in. So we immediately lift and activate the arches. And then keep that going. Keep lifting up the quads, lift up the kneecap. Push the foot into the leg as hard as you can and push the leg back into the foot. So you really engage through the inner thighs, front of the quads. Draw the abdominals up. Hands come together, thumbs rest on the sternum, and then lift the chest higher. Raise the elbows to 90 degrees and push the hands together as you peel the shoulder blades back behind you so we feel the upper back start to engage. So taking a deep breath in here. Slowly as you inhale, I'd like you to reach the arms up. And as you exhale, I want you to scoot the hips back. Bring the arms and the chest forward as if you were trying to go into a kind of a 90-degree angle. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Do that again. Push the hips back. Lean the chest forward. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, this time open the arms, cactus them down. Pick up the left knee, bring it up towards the left elbow, and then bring the foot back into your tree. Inhale, pick the knee up towards the elbow, bring it back into your tree. Last time, pick it up, straighten the leg out, swing the leg behind, step the foot back, reach the arms up, high lunge. Good. Reach the fingertips higher, find your warrior two. Sinking down into that front knee. Good, so making sure the hips are open to the long edge of the mat, not twisting towards the front, long edge. Sink into the front knee, notice if the knee collapses in, pull it out. Good, and I want you to turn the back toes onto the diagonal towards the back corner of your mat. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the hands towards the chest, sink into the back knee as low as you can go, keeping the front toes down to begin with. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, find warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. This time sink as low as you can, pull up the right toes, sink deep. Keep the quads lifted. Inhale, push off. Find a warrior two. Good, last time we're going to go all the way down into Skandasana. So straighten the front leg, lift up the toes, sink into the back knee. If you need to bring the hands down, because the heel needs to lift and you need them to balance, by all means. Good, so finding your way into Skandasana, use the left arm, push the knee away, open the right arm up. So it's your left arm, isn't it? I got myself in a muddle, that's why, sorry. Take a deep breath in. Keep lifting and engaging the quad. Make sure you're not locking out the leg. One more breath cycle. Bring the hand down. Lift up the chest. Bring both hands in front of you if the balance will cooperate. Good. And then keep the hands in front of you. Shift the hips back. Chest goes forward like we did standing. And then drop the hips back so you come to sit. Good. No major accidents. Okay. Lift up the chest. You're lifting yourself forward into that space. You're going to wrap your right arm as low as you can. Try and bring it around. Bring the left hand behind you. See if you can take a hold of the fingers. Good. If you've got a hold, grand. If you haven't, hold onto your t-shirt. We're going to twist ourselves over towards that right leg. Pull left leg, pull your left toes towards you. Nice, good. Slowly come back towards center. Good. Okay, reach the hands in front. This time I want you to bring your left elbow down onto the thigh. Keep it off the knee. Bring the head to rest in the hand. Reach the arm over. Notice the knee wants to collapse in. Try and pull the knee away as you take a side stretch here. Inhale, bring the arms up, bring them in front. Exhale, drop the knee down. Inhale, lift the knee up. Exhale, drop the knee down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop the knee down. Good. Bring the hands behind you, fingers point away. Pull the left toes up towards you, micro bend that knee. Push the chest forward. Again, notice if the hip on the right side is lifted. Try and ground it down. Try and keep your body folding forward square. Inhale, bring yourself up. Pick up the right knee. Okay. Options for getting back up from the floor. Option one is the more challenging option, but because I'm already set up, I will try and demo it. I hate doing on this side. You're going to rock your weight back. Pick up the front foot. Rock your weight forward. Find your way into Skandasana. Option two, cross the legs. Stand up. Try not to use your hands. Option three is obviously use your hands and stand up. You choose. Have a play. Good. And then find your way back into Warrior Two. Nice, Alex. Good, Darius. Take a deep breath. Cartwheel the hands. Turn onto the ball of the back foot. Step the back foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release the hands down by your side. Good. So we're going to swap sides. So this time I want you to shift your weight into your right leg. Finding your tree pose on the other side. Again, making sure you earn where that foot goes. Above or below the knee, not pressing onto the knee itself. Pull the bottom toes in towards you. Press the leg into the foot pushes back into the leg. Heel the knee open, draw up. Thumbs come to rest on the sternum. Raise the elbows up, pull the shoulder blades back, press the hands together. You're looking down, try and look up, try and lift the gaze. It actually does help with the balance. Take a deep breath in. Good, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, cactus them down. I missed a bit. Bring the hands onto the waist. Good, push the hips back, sorry. Lean the chest forward, try and find that 90-degree angle. Inhale, come back up. Notice what the knee does. It will always try and wing in. Try and keep the momentum of pressing the hip out and back. Inhale, stand back up. One more time. Everything comes in threes. Push the hip back. Good. Inhale, come up. Reach the arms up. Cactus them down. Draw the knee up to meet the elbow. And bring it back into your tree. Exhale, draw the knee up. Inhale, down. Exhale, draw the knee up. Extend the leg out. Good. So from here, you're going to peel the leg all the way back and around. Step the foot back. Reach the arms up. High lunge. Take a deep breath in. Reach higher. Open. Find Warrior Two. Making sure that front knee is tracking out over the toes, good. And then turn the back toes out onto the diagonal, bring the hands towards the chest. Start to straighten the front leg, keep the front toes down, bend into the back knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, open the arms, warrior two. Watch the front knee. Inhale, good. Straighten the front leg. This time, lift the toes, sink down as low as you can. Hips go back, chest goes forward. Good, and then come up. Warrior two. Last time, lift your toes, come all the way down. Using the hands if you need to, don't if you don't. Good, keep pulling the toes, make sure you micro bend the knee, lift the quads. Good, and this time your left hand comes down, open the right arm up. One more breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down, reach them forward. And come to sit. Good, okay. Reach the hands forward, bring the arm closest to the leg as low as you can. Wrap it around, bring the other hand behind. Maybe take a hold of the hands, maybe take a hold of the t-shirt. Lift the chest up. Make sure your other toes are flexed towards you and try and twist towards that leg. Inhale. Release, bring the arms in front. Take a deep breath in, sit up. Exhale, drop the knee. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop the knee. Notice what this toe does. It tends to swing out as you drop the knee in. Try and keep the toe up. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, watch the toes drop the knee. Good. Bring the hands behind you. Press the chest forward and down. Again, notice if you're leaning all the way over onto the hip and you're actually steering over diagonally. Keeping those toes pulling straight towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, come up. Bring the leg up. You know the options. Bring the hands in front. Either cross the legs and try and get up, or rock the weight back. Pick up the front foot. Shift the weight forward, Skandasana. Push and find warrior two. She says, just like that. Good. Mat, something to work on. Take a deep breath in. Cartwheel the hands down. Turn onto the ball of the back foot. Good. And set the front foot to the back of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Push back, downward facing dog. Take another deep breath cycle. As you exhale, bend the knees. You can walk, step, or jump the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, bend the knees to fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, release the hands down. Okay, we're just about got enough time to squeeze in the peak. Then I promise we'll just sit down and be done with it. Okay, shift your weight onto your right leg. Yeah. You're gonna bring your leg over the top, your left leg. I'm not gonna mirror you on this one because they're mirroring me on the other side. Okay. Make sure the toes pull back, so you're really dorsiflexing the ankle. Okay. Bring the hands onto the waist to begin with. Start to do what we did in a tree pose. So press the hips back. Lean the chest forward. If you can, bring the hands down in front of you. If, Matt, you're like, the ground is so far away, so I'll be nice. I'll demo it on my rubbish side because this is my tight side and I'm the same. I'm like, nope, that's it. If you're in this world, you've got to trust. You're going to drop your weight forward. Bend the standing leg and then walk the hands back. That's it.
So you want to lift up the heel on the right leg. So you're on the ball of the foot. Yep, now walk back. So you're right on the ball of the foot. That's it, cool, okay. Is everyone down? Karis, I can't work out if you're frozen or down. Yes, that's it, come on to the ball of the right foot, perfect, okay. Lift up the chest. So you should be sat on your heel. Okay. Pick up one hand.
Try and find a point in front of you that isn't moving. And see if you can pick up the other hand. It's tough. Yeah, when you've had enough, release the foot off. Find your way back up to standing. Good, and we'll just finish off. We'll try it on the other side. So bringing the foot across, hands come onto the waist to begin with, drop the hips back, chest goes forward to that 90-degree angle that we started with. Bring the hands down, find your way. Okay, so same again, making sure first, I would probably suggest bringing the hands either side of the body so that you can find a bit more height. If you're like me, you've got really short dinosaur arms, my left hand actually doesn't touch the ground because my arms are short. So you just have to kind of compensate. Try and bring one hand up, lift up through the chest, and then try and bring up the other hand. Really engage the toes, make sure they're squeezing in so that you're actively through the right foot. If you find your way there, try and press down with the toes, you lift the hips up slightly. Hold it and talk through it for like a split second. Good. When you've had enough, come down. Sit all the way down. Shake the legs out in front of you. Good effort. I'm seriously impressed. Okay, take a hold of your block or your cushion, whatever you're working with. And come to roll all the way back. Bending the knees. Good. Take a deep breath in. Draw the ribcage in. Scoop the pelvis under and then keep scooping the pelvis. Lift it up just enough to slide the block underneath. Good. Bring the block anywhere that feels comfortable for you. And when you feel ready, gently starting to straighten the legs all the way down. If that doesn't work for your body, by all means, just straighten one leg at a time, or maybe just send both feet further away without straightening the legs. If the legs are straight, allow the ankles to feel heavy, allow the feet to rest. And then tune into the feet. Start to notice if one foot has fallen out more than the other. It's just something to be mindful of when we work with the hips. By working bilaterally and doing everything evenly, or unilaterally but doing everything evenly on the right and the left sides, we actually keep the disparity between the hips. Whereas if you're doing a self-practice, I always suggest doing things in threes, so practicing right, left, and then repeating whichever side needs to be more open. Starting to close down the eyes, beginning to journey into that sense of pratyahara. Withdrawal of all the senses. Turning your focus inwards. Noticing any sensations in the body, any sensation of length. Sensation of resistance, tightness. With your inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And gently walk both feet to the bottom right corner of the mat. Hinge at the hip and bring the arms across to the top right corner too. If you find your way into Baladasana, it's a real thing. Bring a gentle stretch down the left side of the body. choosing if you'd like to cross the left ankle over the right, but notice if the left hip needs to lift up off the block to do so, and if it does, just gently release it back down. And very slowly uncross the legs. Walk the feet to center and turn them over to the left side, following by the arms. Again, that might be enough of a sensation for you in the right side of the body. Maybe you want to cross the right ankle on top of the left. And gently uncrossing the legs, bringing them to center. Bringing the arms down by the side of the body, bend the knees. Start to press down with the feet just enough to lift up the hips. Excuse my mom's dog. Lower the hips all the way down. Walking the feet mat width distance apart, gently drop the knees from left to right side. Just releasing any final tension that you might be holding on to in the lower back or in the hips. And then when you're ready, straightening the legs all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Again, allowing the ankles to feel heavy, bringing the hands down by the side, turning the palms up. Wrapping the shoulder blades underneath. And tucking the chin slightly down to meet the chest, finding more length at the back of the neck. Keeping the eyes closed. Allowing the whole weight of the body to feel heavy. Melting the legs, glutes, the upper back. Resting the backs of the arms and the backs of the hands. And just letting breath guide you as you gently slow down the nervous system. Focusing as you next inhale on the way the belly and the chest and the collarbones rise. And as you exhale, noticing the collarbones, the chest and the belly empty. As you inhale again, breathing into the width of the body, spreading the ribs and the shoulder blades wide. And as you exhale, hug them back in towards the spine. As you inhale, breathe into the back of the body, lifting yourself all the way up. And as you exhale, gently decompress, let the body feel heavy against the mat. Inhaling, belly, chest, and collarbones. Exhaling, collarbones, chest, and belly. Inhale, spread the ribs. Imagine trying to breathe the width of your body towards your arms. And as you exhale, hug everything back into the spine. Inhale up the back of the body, all the way up into the top of the shoulder blades, the top of the shoulders. And exhale all the way back down. Just coming to find your own natural breath pattern, your own natural rhythm. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Maybe start to move the head from left to right. Keeping the eyes closed, reach the arms up overhead and behind you, stretching yourself out, pointing the toes, maybe draw the legs back together. Acknowledging Shavasana for what it symbolizes, corpse pose, the opportunity at the end of every practice to start again. To choose to take something with you from the practice or to choose to leave something behind on the mat. When you feel ready, bending the knees and rolling onto your left or your right side, curling yourself up into a ball. And just pausing for a moment, using the bottom arm to make a pillow for the head. Taking this moment of rebirth for that purpose. And then without opening the eyes, without rolling onto your back, straight at the top leg, push down with the top hand. And slowly fold your way up to a seated position on the mat. Stacking the vertebrae, lifting yourself up tall, finding more space and length along the spine, along the back of the body. As you inhale, really fill the belly, lift the chest, lift the collarbones, lift the crown of the head, open the mouth, sigh it all back out. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest, lift the collarbones, exhale and out. Inhale, fill the body, last time, all the way up, hold at the top. Taking a tiny bit more air, open the mouth, let anything else go. Gently lifting the corners of the mouth. Noticing how it makes you feel for a moment. Bringing the arms out in front of you, rub the hands together to generate some heat. Bringing the fingers over the eyes. Blink the eyes open into the darkness behind the hands. Spread the fingers to let light back in slowly. And then gently release the hands down in front of the body. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me tonight.